with the assistant Arkadiusz Gestwinski, Jarosz Klose. Position G. The G is coming with a big applause, representing Slovakia, Marian Borlizega as a coach, and here's Stefan Kucin. Position F, representing Poland, with the assistant Dariusz Mandziejewski. Here is Katarzyna Ojeszowska. Position E. Also a big applause for this Spanish athlete with the assistant Antonia Cobo. Here's Sonia Rivero Fernandez. On position D, representing the Czech with the assistant, here they're coming, Roman Olozowski, Martin Adamek. On position C, also Poland, with the assistant Katarzyna Moskal and the coach Adam Dobosz. Barbara Moskal. Position B can start right now, and here we welcome from France, with the assistant Elise Dulin and the coach Nicolas Chianchi. David Dulin. Position A, last but not least, representing Spain, with the coach Carlos Marian and the assistant Maite Badiola. Here comes Aga Solabarrieta Chakati. And the two remembrance shots for the final. Liam Crawford, Ireland. It's time for the first command from our Chief Range Officer, Christian, by France. So send them to the line with the biggest applause you have. Come on, for all together.
Take your positions.
So we have a little bit of time, and I want to remind you, later, when we begin to shoot, we must be silent. VIS shooting is a really, really fantastic sport, and you have to try to test it anywhere with a technique, because everybody can do it. You only need a black glasses. Then you are a VIS shooter and can work with your ears. And you will feel how fantastic it is, but also how hard to find the 10 and to get it. They got a little bit help from their assistants, which helped them to find the target. And then they got information about their result with the hand commands from their assistant. That is different. Every team has his own technique. They clap on the shoulder, on the back, deeper, higher, and so they inform the athletes what they have shot. Very interesting thing, so take care, have a look what's happened, see a fantastic sport which hopefully becomes anytime Paralympic, because actually they couldn't get any quota, they are not the program, but we are working on it. With your audience after the shots, not during. After the shots, we offer the world how great this sport could be, how fantastic work will be done here from the athletes. And they fight today for the title World Champion in VI standing 10-meter air rifle. Alain World Championships 2022. Yes.
Five minutes preparation and sighting time. Start.
So 5 minutes for us to explain you that, and I also try to speak a little bit silent and slowly so that they could hear their tone, because now the adjustments will happen into the next 5 minutes. During this time we have a look to the athletes, and on position H we welcome the qualifications of 506.1 points. The bronze medalist from Châteauroux this year in Rome. He lives in Toul, is physiotherapist, he loves tourism, with his coach he has many successful things. On position H, representing Poland, Jarosz, close, a little bit. Position G, qualification score of 497.7. We welcome the 4th place of the World Championships in Sydney 2019. She loves music, sport and dancing. He lives in Poprad, is retired, and is special. When you fall down, stand up again, on your feet, representing Slovakia. Hi, Stefan Kopci. Position F. Also only very special to give them applause, but it's important. They must hear their tone. We welcome on position F with 540.2 points. The 3rd place in VIS standing of Châteauroux, the World Cup this year, 22. She loves cycling, lives in Olsztyn, and is sports club office manager. She's representing Poland, Katarzyna Olejniczowska. Position E, with a qualification score of 539.6 points. Would anybody turn the box please a little bit? The security man, could you turn the box please? Oh, no, they don't understand the word turn. Yes, that's better, because it makes this crazy tone. We are on position E, 539.6 points, a qualification score of the silver medalist in VIS standing of the European Championships in Panama. She likes reading, lives in Malaga, and is commercial agent representing Spain. Sonia Rivero Fernandez. Position D, with a qualification score of 518.0 points. The bronze medalist from the World Championships 2016 and the bronze medalist of the European Championships 2015, likes to read books, watch movies, and is IT technologist. He lives in Ostrava, is collaborator, and represents Czech Martin Adamek. Position C, 572.6 points, a qualification score. That must be very silent of the Polish. No, sorry, I start again. Position C, 572.6 points. The gold medalist and silver medalist of the European Championships in Haman. And the gold medalist of the VI Pro in Châteauroux, like swimming, karate, and computer techniques, lives in Debica and is student Barbara Moskai. On position B, with a qualification score of 540.2 points, the silver medalist, the gold medalist, of the World Cup Munich 2022, loves shooting and nothing else than shooting, lives in Le Mans, is physiotherapist, representing France, David Müller. And last but not least, left side, 571.2 points, qualification score.
30 seconds.
On position A, gold medalist of Hammer European Championship on double freestyle basket. It is Aga Sulabareta Shakati.
Stop and load.
Good afternoon and welcome once again to day 2 of the WSPS World Championships here in Alain. This is the 10-metre air rifle visually impaired final. Just looking at our screens. Sonia Rivera Fernandez with her purple hair. Do love that. Nice to be colour coordinated. My name is Rory McAllister. I'll be your commentator for this afternoon.
The first competition series, load.
So Chief Range Officer Christiane Ballet of France has just called for the load command.
Start.
It's incredible how this final works. Each athlete has headphones on. There's extra technical equipment on the target. The athletes hear a high-pitched tone, and the closer they are to the target, which, bear in mind, the 10 ring is only 0.5 millimetres, that's when they're given a clue as to when to take their shot. Also, the assistants are there as well. You'll see them tapping. There we are. There's Kopchik representing Slovakia with his assistant there. A couple of taps on the arm and the shoulder. So the assistants are there to help out. And it's just, personally, in my entire experience of working and shooting, this is one of my favourite events. It's absolutely incredible how this works. Yes, it's a solo shooters final, but I think it's very much a team event when it comes to the assistants with their helping as well and their important role. So a 10.9, as with all rifle finals of this distance, 10 metres is the tops individual shot score. And 10.4 from Moscow. Moscow, the current world champion from Sydney 2019. There are no quota places in this final because, as it stands, the visually impaired 10-metre air rifle final isn't part of the Paralympic calendar. But who knows, maybe one day. 10.8 from Kopchik, one of my favourite shooters, an absolute gentleman of the sport, representing Slovakia on firing point G. He'll just be coming into your shot in just a second. There's Sonia Rivera Fernandez of Spain. Here's Katarina Oyashushka of Poland. Some fairly decent grouping as well from Moscow and from Adamek. David Dulan seems to be struggling so far in this final. I thought he would perhaps be performing better than this, but so far appears to be struggling, but could be just the pressure of it being a World Championship final. So nearing the end of this first series. Just Dulan and Kloss to finish. I think there might be a potential problem is there with Dulan's rifle. Here's Stefan Kopchik.
Stop.
Ice cool as normal. So that is the end of the first series. I believe the Chief Range Officer has called time. So it's Moskal of Poland who leads, a difference of 1.3 from Martin Adamek of the Czech Republic. Then Stefan Kopchik of Slovakia, 1.4 behind. So some fairly close differences towards the top of the table from 4th place up to 1st. But as we move down, look at David Dulin, 11.4
For the next competition
difference between him and Rivero Fernandez of Spain, and it's Grzegorz Klosz of Poland who is in 8th position. So we now move to the second series of 5 shots. Once again, a 10.9 is the highest you can achieve. I think the highest shot we've had so far has been a 10.4. David Dulin of France with an 8.5. He'll be keen to make up some ground. Now, if you've ever even tried rifle at 10 metres, then you'll know how difficult this is. Obviously, it's even more difficult when you're visually impaired and having to use your other senses so much, in particular the ears and the headphones and the high-pitched frequency that comes from the target in order to assist the shooters in taking their shots. Look at that, 10.2 from Klosz. He needed that. And a 10.0 from Oria Szuszka of Poland. It's still Moscow of Poland who leads. Oria Szuszka has pushed herself up to 2nd position, however. Here's Stefan Kopczyk. Very, very experienced shooter. The eldest competitor as well this afternoon in this visually impaired final. 10.2 from Oria Szuszka, the Polish shooter. It's only now a difference of 0.1 as it stands between her and Moscow of Poland. Just nearing the end now of this second series of 5 shots. There's still 2 minutes on the clock, however. Kopczyk's only taken 2 shots so far, so another 3 to go. David Dulin, meanwhile, has completed, as has Barbara Moscow. And Katarina Oria Szuszka of Poland also has taken all 5 of her shots. So Stefan Kopczyk now on his 3rd shot. He has a minute and a half, 90 seconds for his final 2. This is Martin Adamek on our screens at the moment. He was 4th in the Châteauroux World Cup earlier this year. So just missed out on a medal. Such a painful place to finish is 4th. Do all that work through qualifying, get to the final, 4th position. Ouch. So Kopczyk now has 30 seconds left on the official clock to make this final shot. Just waiting on him now to complete. I think he has fired.
Stop.
And there we go, that completes the second series of 5 shots. Chief Range Officer has called stop. So this is how it looks then. We've got a new leader. Country is the same though. Representing Poland, Katarina Oria Szuszka, with a difference of 2.3 in front of Barbara Moscow, the current world champion, in 2nd position. Then a difference of 5.5 between Moscow and Adamek of the Czech Republic. So this is the single shot stage now. We move to shot 11. That'll be our first single shot of this final. Then after shot 12 will be our first elimination for 8th place. as David Doolan, who has managed to make up some ground. He was 11.5 behind in 7th place at the end of the first series. He's now moved up to 6th.
For the next competition, shot load.
So Chief Range Officer calls load for the next competition shot. So important that the athletes adhere to the Chief Range Officer's commands. You don't want to falter and pick up a yellow card. So you see there the assistant helping Sonia Rivero Fernandez of Spain. Also with their headphones on there, listening to a high-pitched tone, which gets even more high-pitched as it gets nearer the target. If you would like to even half experience what the athletes are going through, then there's a really good video on the WSPS website. Just go to the visually impaired section of the website and you'll see a video which shows you how this all works. Absolutely incredible. A 10.6 from Katarina Oryashushka, who leads the competition, and not surprising with a 10.6. A 10.8 from David Doolan. That's really going to help. It's pushed him up to 5th. So that's shot 11 over and done with. Oryashushka of Poland still leads from Barbara Moskal of Poland. So the next shot will be shot 12. That will determine our first elimination from this final, which will be for 8th position.
For the next competition, shot load.
We'll then continue with single shots right up until the way where we decide gold, silver and bronze later on in this final. So 50 seconds back on the clock. Here's shot 12, our first elimination shot, unless of course there is a tie, and then we'll go to a shoot-off. .5 from Sharkati of Spain on firing point A. Great shot at this stage. This is Martin Adamek.
Stop.
He shot attempt 5.6. So it does mean now we have our first elimination from this final in 8th position on firing point H, representing Poland. Leaving this final is Grzegorz Klosz. Terrific achievement to make this World Championship final here in Alain on day 2 of the World Championships. Still got an awful long way to go. We're here right the way through to next Thursday. If you missed the P3 final as well, I'm not going to give anything away. You can look at it on YouTube. It's a brilliant example of how a shooting final should run. The 25-meter mixed air pistol. It was absolutely superb. So I said I won't give away any results or what happened. Feel free to watch it back on YouTube for yourself. So it's Oryashushka of Poland who still leads this competition from Barbara Moskal of Poland, and then Sonia Rivero Fernandez of Spain has crept up into 3rd place. Martin Adamek of the Czech Republic in 4th. David Doolan of France in 5th. And then we have Arga Solobreta Chakati of Spain in 6th. And Stefan Kopczyk of Slovakia in 7th. So this is shot 13.
Stop.
So 10.7 from Adamek, 10.3 from Moskal. Really high scoring at this stage. And that's going to help Moskal's fight for the medals. She's still 2nd as it stands.
For the next competition, shot load.
So shot 14 coming up. This is our next elimination shot, unless of course it does go to a shoot-off. But this will decide 7th place. Stefan Kopczyk of Slovakia at the moment is the athlete who could be leaving us. Massive amount of ground to make up. And Kopczyk with a 4.6. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. He'll be leaving this final in 7th place.
Stop.
Yeah, with a gap of 10.9 behind Solabareta Chakati in Spain, it means that Stefan Kopczyk leaves this final, one of my favourite competitors. He's always moving around the shooting range, he's always active, such a gentleman of the sport as well, and a very nice guy to boot as well. So not a bad day at the office, Stefan. You're 7th in a World Championship final. That's better than anything I can do. So Moscow takes the lead again of Poland, a difference of 2.4 between herself and Olia Szuszka of Poland. And then Martin Adamek, who just missed out on the medals earlier on at the World Cup and Châteauroux 4th. Can he bag himself a World Championship medal? Do you like those snake eye glasses that Sonia Rivero Fernandez has got on? Here's Martin Adamek. Very, very cool under pressure. Very calm. Very impressive. Since Barbara Moscow we've just gone past, who is leading the competition. Moscow with a 10.5, and that's the reason why she's leading this final. A shot like that at this stage is absolutely incredible. That was shot 15. So next single shot, shot 16, will decide 6th place in this final at the moment. That's Aga Solabareta Chakati of Spain.
He needs to reduce that margin. So 1.3 David Dulan by the next.
So it's Moskal of Poland who still leads from Olia Szuszka of Poland in 2nd place, and Martin Adamek of the Czech Republic currently in a medal position.
The competition shot low.
So this is shot 16, this will decide 6th place.
Start.
So 50 seconds back on the clock. Chief Range Officer has called start. Each athlete knows they've got the 50 seconds allocation to try and hit the 0.5mm target. And some have differing degrees of when they actually like to take their shot during that time. Moscow with a 10.6 still leads, but leaving this competition in 6th place on firing point A, representing Spain, is Aga Solabareta Chakati. Assistant goes over, puts the safety flag in the air rifle. Well done, Aga. You finished 6th in a World Championship final. So we're now down to 5. Where are the medals going to go? At the moment, Poland certainly waving the flag for a gold and a silver. The Czech Republic, in terms of Martin Adamek, in 3rd. And then Sonia Rivero Fernandez of Spain in 4th. And David Dulan, who at one point was right down the bottom almost of the scoreboard, has crept up to 5th, representing France, a legend of the sport and such a nice guy. Got a massive welcome when he came into the finals hall earlier today, and rightly so.
Start.
50 seconds back on the clock. There's the competition leader, that's Barbara Moscow. Rivero Fernandez with an 8.0, Olga Szuszka with a 9.0, Dulan with a 9.3, Moskal with a 9.0, and Adamek with a 9.9. That's certainly going to help Martin Adamek stay in that 3rd position, currently in the hunt for the bronze. Okay, that was shot 17, so we're now moving on to shot 18. This will decide 5th. Currently that's David Dulan of France.
For the next competition, shot load.
And he's got a difference of about 6.6 to make up, Dulan. So his chances are looking slim, but this is shooting. Anything can happen, really. This is Martin Adamek, who, if he bags a medal today, would have done so well after missing out on one in the World Cup earlier this year. It's hotting up, this final. This is when it gets to the nitty-gritty, the business end, as they call it.
Stop.
So the highest shot came from Oryashushka. That was a 9.6. Dulan with a 9.4, so that's not going to be enough to keep him in this final. So representing France, leaving in 5th place, David Dulan misses out on a medal for today, but he made the final nonetheless.
3 medals to get. Spanish Rivero-Fernandez will get a medal, but she is actually in 4th and must reduce an advantage of not so much. It's 2.8 that is possible in that discipline to Martin Adamek. So we'll see what's going on with the next shot.
So it's Moskal of Poland who still leads from Oryashushka of Poland. Martin Adamek still hanging in there in 3rd position, and then Sonia Rivero-Fernandez of Spain in 4th. A difference of 7.5 between Oryashushka and Moskal. So Moskal really has to start to waver here if this is to go wrong for her.
Start.
So Moskal of Poland still looking very, very strong in this final. Oryashushka of Poland also in the hunt for a medal, as is Adamek of Czech Republic. At the moment in 4th position, it's still Rivero-Fernandez of Spain. That was after 19 shots. So the next shot, shot 20, will decide 4th place. It's what I think is the cruelest place to finish in a final, just missing out on medals, particularly at the World Championships.
The next shot decide the 4th place. Big applause for all.
So Rivero-Fernandez of Spain
Next competition
has a difference of 5.9, is it, to make up between Martin herself and Martin Adamek of the Czech Republic. There he is, currently in the bronze medal position.
Stop.
And where's the next decision? And for the 9.2, one of the best shots of her, she becomes 4th.
So leaving this competition in 4th place, Sonia Rivero-Fernandez of Spain. Thank you very much to Beatriz Jimenez Rivero. Said, vamos, Sonia. I hope my Spanish is up to it. Also, Antonio Hernandez, thank you for your comment on YouTube as well. If you are watching on YouTube or on Facebook, feel free to get involved and we'll read out as many comments as we can, particularly if my Spanish is up to it. So here we are, we're down to the final 3 now. It's Poland who are assured of a medal. What colour it will be, well, we'll have to see. Certainly looking like there's a gold medal that's going to Poland at the moment, with a difference of 11.7 between Barbara Moskal and Oryashushka of Poland. Then Martin Adamek of the Czech Republic, 1.4 behind in 3rd position, as we move into the medal stages of this final. There'll be no quota place for this, because as of yet this event is not on the Paralympic calendar. But who knows, maybe one day. Would be nice to see.
Stop.
And Barbara Moscow offers her.
So we've had 21 shots now in this final.
Big applause for the 10.
It's Moscow of Poland who still leads. Martin Adamek, look at him, there he is, staying in the hunt. He knows that a bronze medal at least is coming his way. Could even change. He has a difference of 0.4 to make up. So Martin Adamek could very well move up to a silver. This next shot is shot 22, and it's going to decide bronze. This will be the 7th medal of the 2022 WSPS World Championship here in Alain. Very tense. Moscow with an 8.7. That'll certainly do a gold medal hunt at the world of good. Adamek with a 9.4 and a 9.7 from Oya Shushka, which means there's a bronze medal going to the Czech Republic. He's done ever so well, Martin Adamek. Missed out on the medals. Finished 4th place at the World Cup in Châteauneuf earlier this year. Smiling, delighted, and rightly so. Hands go up, clapping along to the crowd. This is just wonderful scenes here at the World Championship. Well done, Martin. That's a superb achievement. Czech Republic picks up a bronze medal in the form of Martin Adamek in this 10-metre air rifle visually impaired event. So we're down to the final two. It's Poland. Who's your money on for the silver and for the gold? Well, I'm certainly going to put money on Poland. Look at that, a massive difference, 11.9. It's possible over 2 shots, but it just means that pretty much Barbara Moscow has to miss twice completely, and I can't see that happening. So it's Poland versus Poland. This is for the gold medal. This is shot 23.
Stop.
So there we go, Moscow knows she's the gold medalist.
So great.
You can see them wavering though, 2 shots in the 7 ring though, 7.6 from Moscow, a 7.2 from Oya Shushka.
For the next competition, shot low.
So final shot of this final. It's a Poland 1-2, gold and silver, guaranteed.
Start.
Final shot. What can Barbara Moscow provide for us after such an entertaining final and pretty much leading the entire way? Absolutely showing her class, experience. Just superb.
Stop. Unload. Results.
A 9.4 from Moscow and an 8.5 from Oya Shushka. The Chief Range Officer calls the results are final. That concludes the visually impaired 10-metre air rifle standing final on day 2 of the competition here at the WSPS World Championships. The gold medalist representing Poland, Barbara Moscow.
10-metre air rifle at the WSPS World Championships, Barbara Moscow. That was a great fight from the silver medalist,
And Katarzyna Oya Shushka of Poland claims the silver medal in this final. So a great afternoon for Poland. The Polish 1-2, and then the bronze medal going to Martin Adamek of the Czech Republic as the athletes now just line up for the medal announcements. And the victory ceremony, I believe, will be later. So just being lined up now as a 1-2-3 so that they can take their applause from the crowd. And I'm sure the announcer, Philipp Bernard of Germany, is really going to G up the supporters and the crowd that's gathered to watch this final here. So that's how it finished. Bronze medal for the Czech Republic, Martin Adamek. You see him there on the right of your screen, delighted. Rightly so. Was very cool under pressure. Looks like he's playing the guitar there. No, it's a rifle. It's a rifle event, Martin. You don't have to look like a rock star today. And a Polish 1-2 as well. Katarina Oriaszuszka with the silver medal. And then Poland also claiming bronze, gold even today as well, with Barbara Moskal. There she is in the middle of your picture. Just being given their rifles. This is all for photographic purposes. As such is the protocol at the end of the final. I think Martin's saying I could stand with my literally air rifle like an air guitar. But you might as well hold the real thing, Martin, to be honest. So there we have it. That concludes day 2 of competition here at the WSPS World Championships here in Alain. Barbara Moskal, the gold medalist. Katarina Oriaszuszka, also of Poland, with the silver, and Martin Adamek of the Czech Republic, the bronze. The very experienced David Dulan finished 5th, and Stefan Kopczyk, the oldest competitor in this final, finished in 7th position. So we move on then. Day 3 will be tomorrow, Tuesday the 8th of November. Tomorrow's final is the R7 final. That'll be at 1:30 local time here in Alain. We'll see you tomorrow on YouTube or Facebook. We'll be live just a couple of minutes before the actual final tomorrow for day 3. So from myself, Rory McAllister, and the entire team here in Alain, we bid you farewell. See you tomorrow.